Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the wild card round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the 49ers going up against the Vikings.
All right, Larry, it's one of the new jewels of the NFL, no doubt, as you get a look inside U.S. Bank Stadium here in Minneapolis. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Minnesota Vikings. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 20. On the touchback.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The stakes have been raised here in the wild card round as it's time to win or get an early start on the offseason. It's the 49ers going up against the Vikings.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Minnesota Vikings. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wild card game. That's fielded in the end zone, and he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Back to throw. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 8 yards on the run, and that cuts this down to a 3rd and about 5.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now Arsenault from the gun, he'll throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Solomon. Thomas, and it'll be 4th down. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. So it'll be first down here after the run. They run it again with Cook. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
So when you call a corner blitz, what a lot of teams call a cat blitz, you're expected to come after the quarterback. But in this case, he ran into the ball carrier. Really nice technique, because what you do is you come deep as the deepest offensive player so he can't get outside of you.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. The second down throw for Bridgewater. And Cook has it left side. And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down near the 34-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Two yards to go here on third down. Bridgewater. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Time running out here on the play clock. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Second down and a little ways to go here. 2nd and 13. A toss to Cook. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Called it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge, no place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
Offense working with a 3rd and 13 still left.
Let's go.
Here's Bridgewater. Flush to his right. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. If they want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. They're staring up at a 3rd and 9 to start it out. They'll drop to throw. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now they try the right side here, and he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And some room to maneuver. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 50 yards. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That almost felt like the defense said, he is not getting in. What a play.
Not only stopping him at the line, but pushing him back a yard as well. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, Cook. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Now Bridgewater. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. And we were scoreless up until this point in the second quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The 49ers getting set to trot out there. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Finding room at the 30. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cole. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right and avoids the contact by sliding. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Let's go!
Here's Arsenault throwing on 1st down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Arsenault now looking to throw on 2nd down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Arsenault on 1st and 10. That is caught inside the 5. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And now here's a carry heading left. And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Now the backup, A.J. McCarron. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. And it's second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Working from the gun here, McCarron. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Throwing is Arsenault on first down. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Now Arsenault to throw on second down. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And the wideout in motion. Here's Arsenault operating from the gun. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down, and the 49ers add on to their lead. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Three yards to go on second down. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. McCarron to throw on second down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And into the end zone, a pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means...
All right, we've got some happy trigger fingers ready to see who's going to survive this wild card game as we get you back to quarter three. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number three. That'll be taken in the end zone. A beautiful fake. And he'll wind up about 4. Yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be second and about a yard.
Let's go. No. Check. Patriots.
Shotgun snap from McCarron. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. A.J. McCarron looking to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Vikings on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's McCarron. Wide open receiver, complete. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's A.J. McCarron, escaping the pressure right. A dump down to McKinnon. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Here we go now.
Throwing now is McCarron. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Watch it now, Barney.
To throw, it's McCarron. Flushed out right. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you. Push them deep. Find some space and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
Again, they'll throw it with A.J. McCarron. Throw left side complete. It's Cook. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball, because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contact.
And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will close the gap down to 14. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now.
Here we go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
The Niners on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Arsenault now. Off play action. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Let's go. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
Throwing on first. Here's McCarron, eluding the pressure right. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
Arsenault throwing on first down. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what. Well, it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Clock showing 90 seconds to go in the third.
Detroit! Back 99!
They start the drive with Cook. And some room to roam now. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. McCarron now on first down. Flush to his right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
On second down, here's McCarron, and the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4.
If these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
And I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Another nice gain. 13 yards that time, and another first down. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And from the red zone now, it's McCarron. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck rule that they can fall back on anymore.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store.
Hurry up, here we go. No, Jack, Patriot.
And again, it's McCarron. Dancing to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
The Vikings on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2. McCarron now to throw. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's got it to make it 27-13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. Now a handoff looking right. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And in this situation with the lead, fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for San Francisco. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Second down now after the incompletion. To throw is McCarron. It's complete to Golden Tate. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. On first down, McCarron. And he fires one incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete.
All right, here we go. Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to the air on second down. It's McCarron rolling to his right. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
No. Check. Patriot.
McCarron on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is knocked down and then landed on pretty awkwardly. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. McCarron to throw once more. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be second down. McCarron again. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 46 yards. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. He's been terrific so far. averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Oh, able to avoid him. And now running right through it. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And out now come the Vikings. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
First down, here's the run with Cook. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This time they face a 3rd and 2. He'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Game on the line, season on the line. They're going for it here on 4th down. Now McCarron, he's got to have this one. It's complete, swings it out to his running back. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Set. Green, 39. Over.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Let's go.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much running room. Down to the 32. And another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Niners on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7. They'll set up a throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Let's go.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part one, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult it is to not just make the playoffs, but to win games in the playoffs. So you can set your goals high, but if anything is off during that time, you have some key injuries or you just don't play well, you get a bad matchup where that team just has better strength than you in certain areas, this is how it ends. So I don't think it's a total loss of a season, but obviously didn't get where they wanted to go.